corner there. Well, that did that. Not that we're in any hurry anyway, but it's just irritating to have to go so slow. The snow is still flurrying. And I see that this is already 45 minutes long, or 44 minutes long. So I'm going to have to divide it up into a couple of videos, but I think I'm going to do that just so I get something off. You can listen to all my talking, or you can just scan through it and whatever. Or just turn it off. We're just entering back into Alsfeld here. If you're interested in where we are, you can just fire up Google Maps and or any map program and look at central Germany. Put in Alsfeld. If you look north of Frankfurt, about 100 kilometers, a little more than 100 kilometers north of Frankfurt, which is in the center of Germany. On the Autobahn A5, the big highway that you can see on the map, you'll come to Alsfeld. You'll see Alsfeld, and that's where we are right now, just on the border entering Alsfeld. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go into Subway and get a sandwich, but I think I won't. So we'll just go home. I've got plenty to eat at home. And since we're now at 45 minutes, I think I'll probably just turn this off. Oh, heck no, I'll take you home with me. I mean, we can ride all the way home, and then I can either cut some of it off, or I'll probably divide this up into 3 parts. Well, I was wrong. The snow does seem to be sticking to the ground. And if it continues like this, there will probably be enough to shovel this afternoon. What else is new in 2018 with us? Well, one thing, we had a big metal shed put in back. I was going to build a carport back there, but Karin found out sells metal sheds. This one is, ours is, let's see, 3 by 4 meters, which is 9 by 12 feet. And full height, I mean like a garage. It's big enough to use as a garage, actually, for a smaller car. But it houses our big Yazoo lawnmower and other garden equipment. And now we've put in 5 cord of firewood, which friends of ours cut up for us this summer. It was sitting out on the lawn, which is on the grass in back, which was not good. It's not good for the wood, it's not good for the grass. So we finally got it put up yesterday. We got the rest of it put up. Five cord is actually quite a lot of wood. And so I loaded the wheelbarrows. We have we have 3 wheelbarrows, but I used 2 of them and loaded one and pushed it into the shed where Karin started stacking, and then I took the other one and loaded it. And I would have liked to have shown you that, but making a video takes so much more time than doing whatever you just have to do, as those of you who make videos know. And since I can't hold the camera because of my shaky hands, I'm always having to fool around with the tripod and getting things set up, and then the camera shuts off or something happens and blah blah. In any case, lots of excuses. I just didn't make a video. In any case, stacking wood isn't really all that, it's not all that exciting anyhow. So we got it that done, and we got the shed put in. Very nice shed. I made a video of that actually, and I'm gonna put that up later too. Of the guys installing this thing. I'll speed it way up. It's amazing. They brought it from Poland, which is about, I don't know, from where they came, at least 600 kilometers, I guess. And unloaded it by hand. They didn't even drive into the yard with it in back. They left their truck and then lifted these big panels, which are very light. It's all steel, but it's very thin steel with a nice steel frame, however. And they carried it all in and installed it, all for the price of 700 euros. I could have put in a carport for somewhat less than that, but I would have had to do the work myself, which would have been very difficult for me. And I mean, Karin I would have had, of course, and just isn't worth the effort. And the shed is very nice. It's locked. You can lock it up, which is definitely good, and it's weather tight. So that was a nice thing. Karin discovered that on eBay, and we're very pleased with the shed. And let's see, what else is there? The wood I mentioned. We had another load of wood that we actually bought, although it turned out it wouldn't have been necessary, but we bought 3 cord that we put up in the carport. This is the village of Fucking Road. One of the villages of our artificial township here. 5 villages that they put together in one township, which makes sense. And let's see, what else is there to say? What else did we do this summer? I mentioned translations that I did, Karin's pie baking. Karin is working full-time yet, of course. Andor goes back to work with her again. I mean, goes to work with her again. When he was recovering from his tumor operation, he was not really strong enough to go take the train every day and go into the lab, walk from the train station to where she works. So, but he's completely recovered now, and he enjoys it. He loves it. In fact, he gets very nervous when he has to stay at home. He really likes to go to work. Yesterday when we were driving, or no, 2 days ago when we were driving here, we saw a great white heron, or an egret as they're called. And somebody told us there are 2 of them that live here. I guess they're probably mates. which is pretty nice. They're very pretty birds. So we're coming into, this is all kind of a shortcut we're on here, where these roads are, as you can see, very, very lightly traveled. And if you know your way around, you can save quite a bit of time by taking these back roads. This is Seibelsdorf, as the sign tells us here, one of our other sister villages. Man with his dog. In front of us is the doctor's office where Karin's doctor is. I go to a different doctor in Alsfeld. Although I don't go to a doctor very often. I haven't been to a doctor in over a year because I just don't. I'm feeling well. I don't have any problems. And I've been to enough doctors in my life. So as soon as I have some kind of a problem, I will go to the doctor again. But for the moment, there's really no reason. So this is the last stretch on the way to Ruhlkirchen, where we live. Temperature is 0.5 degrees. It's 2:45 in the afternoon, and I'm getting very hungry. I had a piece of toast this morning, that's all. And a cup of coffee, of course. I see that this video is now 55 minutes long, so I'll shoot for an hour. You poor guys. And I'll divide it into 3 20-minute segments, so that you can watch one and see if it's worth watching the others. A lot of people seem to enjoy these drives, so I will just make them. Driving in the car is the best time for me to make a video. This is our village of Ruhlkirchen. Population of just less than 700. Here's the bakery. My friend Ray knows about the bakery here, so I'll remind him where it is. There, we're just going past it. It's closed in the afternoon. They'll open again in about an hour. Oh no, in about a half an hour. So in front of us is the church, St. Michael's Church, Roman Catholic Church. 70% of the people who live in the village are Catholic. So, and we're coming up to our home here. I'll try to turn the camera so you can see it here. There it is. That's our home. And somebody's behind me, so that's it for today, folks. Thanks for joining us. Well, the whole time that I was making the video, Karin was trying to call me on the telephone with which I was making the video. So I didn't get her message. I hadn't even turned on the cell phone connection, so I couldn't have gotten the call anyway. But she needed something from the store, so we just came here to Neustadt and did a little bit of shopping. head on back home now. It's 3:30 in the afternoon.
War man zum Bäcker? Nee, war man nicht. Wenn, dann kann ich morgen früh fahren.
It's the train station in front of us. Gotten a little bit warmer. It's 1 degree Celsius now. There's no snow up here, but could start snowing anytime. We're going to make a quick stop at our workshop, car shop, whatever. Make an appointment for a technical inspection, which is due in January. Assuming he's open. We don't know that. We'll see in a moment. Doesn't look very open to me.
Nicht, nein. Das ist alles zu.
Naja, ich werde ihn anrufen dann.
Ich möchte anrufen.
Yeah. Nobody there, I guess. He's taking vacation, perhaps. This is Bernsborg. Also one of the little towns that belongs to our township called Antriftal. These small villages are dying out. There isn't much opportunity for employment here, and young people are moving away. Old people are getting older and dying. It's actually a nice place to retire. This is one of those little roads that I would love to have a sports car for, an old Triumph TR3 or a Austin Healey or a Lotus 7. I don't know why. It's just much fun driving this car, really, but just the idea. It'd be fun to have the exhaust note and be sitting close down to the ground. Maybe not in this weather. 10 Minuten langsam fahren müssen hinter den Schafe und der Hund kam immer wieder zu meinem Auto und ist ums Auto rumgelaufen.
Ja, das ist auch ein Schaf.
Ja, ich glaube.
Da. Die hängen immer noch.
Ja. So, we're back in Ruhlkirchen. A little bit of snow on the ground here. Very little. It's more rain than snow. It's about, yeah, it's still 0.5 degrees.
Hier ist etwas winterlich.
Yeah, here's a little more snow. So, and we're back home again.